Hello, my name is Gabe the Samurai, and I have been given the pleasure to do a video for Grim Jim. So, without further ado, we are going to tackle the March for Our Lives event. Roll that intro.
You can call me FBI, I'm full-blood Indian. Washed in the blood, full-blood Christian. Saddle up, gon' add it up. The name for that bone, cause I had it cracking.
Alright guys, we're going to be covering two videos. One is a speech given by one of the students from Parkland. So we're going to take a look at that video, and then the next one is a Teen Vogue video. So here's the first one. Let's roll the clip.
My name is Delaney Tarr, and I'm here today because I am a Marjorie Stoneman Douglas student. However, I am not here today for the media. I'm not here for the crowds, as great as you all are, for the fame, or for the fun.
Why would you mention fun at a protest? Isn't the whole point of a protest to fight for what you believe? So why would you mention fun? Carry on.
I'm here on this stage today, and I'm here working every day for my 17 fellow Eagles pronounced dead because of gunfire.
Yes, using a fresh tragedy and a over-emotional 17-year-old who's still in shock from what happened to promote your agenda, liberals. Bravissimo. Bravissimo. Bravissimo.
I am here for every person that has died at the hands of gun violence, and for the many more whose lives were irreparably changed because of it.
Does that include terrorists?
I hope that is why we are all here. Because this is more than just a march. This is more than just one day, one event, then moving on. This is not a mere publicity stunt, a single day in the span of history. This is a movement. This is a movement relying on the persistence and the passion of its people.
And it's a movement that will be the voice of a loud minority and then go poof and fade away into the distance.
We cannot move on. If we move on, the NRA and those against us will win. They want us to forget. They want our voices to be silenced, and they want to retreat into the shadows where they can remain unnoticed. They want to be back on top, unquestioned in their corruption.
So does that mean your fellow students are also corrupt because they support the NRA and the right to bear arms?
But we cannot and we will not let that happen. Today and every day, we will continue to fight for those things that are right. We will continue to fight for common sense. We will continue to fight for our lives.
You know, disarming the majority because of some insane acts of the minority is not necessarily marching for your lives. And it's also not common sense.
We will continue to fight for our dead friends.
Who are probably rolling over in their graves because you guys are politicizing their deaths.
There will be no faltering, no pauses in our cause. Every moment will be dedicated to those pieces of legislation. Every march, every meeting, every moment. All for that assault weapons ban, to keep these weapons of war out of the hands of civilians who do not need them.
I'm not a gun owner, and even I know the AR-15 is not an assault rifle.
All for the prohibition of high-capacity magazines, because no hunter will ever need access to a magazine that can kill 17 in mere minutes.
Well, sweetheart, I'm sorry to say this, but guns aren't just used for hunting. They're also used for protecting yourself.
All for the reinforcement of background checks and closing of loopholes, because there must be more requirement for a person to access a gun than just a wad of cash.
Sweetheart, you do need to have background checks and permits and concealed carry courses to be able to buy a gun. Now, apparently there are some states where that isn't true, and I will agree. Those states need to make it so it's harder to be able to just easily pick up a gun. You know, it's funny, though. New York, the most liberal state ever, is one of those where you can just go to the store and buy a gun.
There are so very many things, so many steps to take. Like right now, sign our petition. It takes 2 seconds, and it matters. We will take the big, and we will take the small, but we will keep fighting. When they give us that inch, that bump stock ban, we will take a mile.
Didn't Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton say something like that?
We are not here for breadcrumbs, we are here for real change. We are here to lead. We are here to call out every single politician, to force them into enacting this legislation, to addressing this legislation, to doing more than a simple Band-Aid on a broken bone. The pressure is on for every person in power, and it will stay that way. Because they know what is coming. They know that if there is no assault weapons ban passed, then we will vote them out.
Again, says you. This has been going on for years, the whole gun control debate. And it seems like the politicians that want to keep the Constitution alive stay in power. And that's how it's supposed to be. Again, you're just a very loud minority. There's more that disagree with you.
They know that if there is no tightening of the background checks, we will vote them out. Know that if there is no shrinking of magazine capacity, then we will vote them out. If they continue to ignore us, to only pretend to listen, then we will take action where it counts. We will take action every day in every way until they simply cannot ignore us anymore. Today, we march, we fight, we roar. We prepare our signs, we raise them high. We know what we want, we know how to get it, and we are not waiting any longer. Thank you.
So there's a little bit of the March for Our Lives crowd. Emotional manipulation for everybody. I mean, it got so bad that they even had Martin Luther King Jr.'s 9-year-old granddaughter there. Take a listen.
My grandfather had a dream that his 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream that enough is enough. And that this should be a gun-free world. Period.
How adorable. Using a 9-year-old and the granddaughter of the greatest civil rights leader to ever live as a political pawn to push your agenda. But I digress. Let's continue with the next video.
Emma Alpha, take 1. Anzari Alpha, take 1. Jacqueline Alpha. Sarah Alpha, take 1. Take 1. Jacqueline Alpha, take 1.
We all have the right to live safely in America, to live in a world where we don't run the risk of getting shot.
Sorry, sweetheart, but that's gonna happen wherever you go. No matter whether you take away the guns or not, there will always be people who carry illegally.
My name is Emma Gonzalez.
I'm Anzari Capra.
Sarah Chadwick.
Jacqueline Corin.
I'm 18 years old.
I'm 21 years old.
16 years old.
17 years old.
I'm from Parkland, Florida.
I'm originally from Illinois, and I stand for a nation without gun violence.
Why do we march?
I march because there are many people who no longer can.
AKA the 17 that were shot dead. The 17 that were politicized before the bodies even ran cold. Those people? Yeah, thought so.
I'm marching so that generations after us don't have to.
I march because this is the best way to get our voices heard. Who do we march for?
For the 17 souls that were lost on February 14th, 2018.
For Carmen Shentrup, Helena Ramsey,
Jamie Guttenberg.
And for the rest of Parkland, Florida.
Including the students and people of Parkland who don't agree with gun control?
I march for Hadia Pendleton. My close friend was shot and killed just 5 minutes away from our school.
Newtown, Las Vegas, Orlando, and every person that lives their life in fear due to gun violence every single day.
Why won't we stay silent?
Because the violence that was ravaging our community needed to stop.
What do we want to change?
We want to change the gun laws in America.
Why can't politicians make this change?
Because defense of the Constitution. The same Constitution that you guys like to shove in our faces and say free speech. Because it totally makes sense to use the First Amendment to combat the Second Amendment, right?
Politicians can't make this change because they don't want to.
Because they're taking too much money from the end.
Guess what, sweetheart? A lot of the politicians that you're getting on your side take money from lobby groups as well. It's just a sad truth.
NRA.
Politicians can't make this change because they're not a part of the communities that are most affected by gun violence.
Yes, because the cities with the most gun control are definitely doing the best. Isn't that right, Chirac? I mean, Chicago.
Why does this keep happening? Because nothing has ever been done to prevent it.
More guns is not going to create less gun violence.
First off, I've never heard anybody say, give us more guns, make it easier for people to get guns. No, we're just trying to make sure you don't screw up the laws that are already in place.
Arming teachers isn't going to solve the gun problem.
Look at the countries who've never had to deal with this. They've done something right.
Countries like England still have mass shootings. They're not as frequent, but they exist.
And we've done something wrong, and we're too embarrassed to admit that we've done something wrong.
If you all truly want to stop gun violence, you will look at all of the different elements of it, from failing school systems to institutionalized racism.
Yes, because the majority of the students that were shot were students of color. Oh wait, no, they were white.
And not try to find an exception, but try to find a solution.
Why are we doing this? Because it's about damn time someone did.
Ooh, serious face, epic close-up dramatic music. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Guys, all I have to say to this is politicizing children is sick and disgusting, and most of my comments are directed towards the adults who are behind the scenes of this whole thing, and not the kids that have gone through this traumatic experience. My heart goes out for each and every one of them, even though I disagree with what they're saying. It's a heartbreaking thing to go through this, and I completely get that. But don't silence the students that are against gun control too, because there are plenty of them out there. But unfortunately, because of the leftist agenda, their voices will never, ever, ever be heard as loudly as the Parkland students who are for gun control. Because, again, politicizing kids is cool, man. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, whether you're for or against gun control, we can all agree that politicizing children is bad. Let them speak their mind and have their say, but don't politicize. Thank you so much to Grim Jim for allowing me to be on his channel. It's a blessing, and it's been a pleasure to get to talk to you. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Please check out my channel. I do serious videos, political videos, random videos, just basically anything that comes to my little mind. Hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. All my social media links and my channel links will be in the description box below, as well as the links to the 2 videos that you just saw. You guys have a wonderful and fabulous day. This is Gabe the Samurai signing off, saying take care, and God bless. Peace out, everybody.
Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right, shout it, do the right, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right, shout it, do the right, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right dance. Do the right dance, shout it, do the right, shout it, do the right.